Hi, welcome to the postgrad year. Today we're going to be talking about funding. Not actually how the money gets raised, although we can probably raise it pretty much the same way as we raise money right now for high school seniors and college students, because that's kind of what the postgrad year is. It's like a combo and yet something else. We don't really need to worry about that right now, though. We can argue about that later and in the comments. If you want to argue about that in the comments, that'd be great, because I know it is definitely an interesting system that we have now. Anyways, the first level of the postgrad year, and yes, there are levels, and we can talk about that later in another video. We could do that next month. Level 1 is $10,000 additional dollars per student. So that's divided into 4 ways, or I guess 4 categories. They're all equal. So that means, divide 10 by 2 twice, and you end up with 5,000 and then 2,500. So $2,500 goes directly to each student, which is kind of nice. Although this is not adjusted for inflation. So as inflation keeps going up, students are going to get the same amount of money. That kind of sucks, but that's the way it's set up. So over time, it will become more affordable, and it's going to feel kind of rough for the students who get it, but let's not worry about that. Anyways, first quarter is for the students to spend however they want. The second is a wealth fund. So that works a little weird, and we're going to have to describe that later, but the general idea is it's kind of like they get a little bit of that money over a very long period of time, and over the course of that period of time, the money can increase or theoretically decrease, but it's probably going to be about the same. They'll just get it over the course of their life, and maybe, a few extra generations, so they won't be there to receive all of it, but some other people will. Third is the postgrad year and potentially also school student council. So the student council is not always funded super well, and this could correct that quite easily. Not immediately, obviously. $2,500 sounds like a lot to somebody who doesn't have a lot of money. But when we're talking about hundreds of students who don't really have a voice, that's kind of a lot to work with, especially when it's multiplied by more than 1. So over time, it should be worth a lot. And then the fourth group, or I guess the fourth category that gets money, is the advocates. And the advocates are staff members who work primarily, or sometimes specifically, with the postgrad year students. So they're kind of like halfway between grandparents and teachers. And we can, talk about that in another video later. A lot of these are, worthy of their own video, but this is all we have time for today. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.